Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Disco Elysium. My name's Heliax, and last time we found out what our heraldry was. We were a funeral cockatoo. Not cockatoo, cockatoo. Cockatoo? Cockatoo. That's it. Should probably know my own heraldry better than that. But anyway, we are here, and I don't actually know what we're going to be doing today. So, today... Oh man, what do we want to start with? We have to pick up dice from the dice maker. Ready in 8 hours. How long did we sleep for? It's probably ready at this point, right? It's almost 10 o'clock. Let's go up to the dice maker, see if she's got our cursed dice yet. We'll start with that, since that's the only one with a little clock symbol. I don't think we went to sleep at like 1, didn't we? It should be just about time to get the, Alright, it's super dark. I can't see anything, can I? Yes? Kim, you need to, you want to talk?
It's dark.
The lieutenant states the obvious.
And the flashlight works a lot better if you hold it in your hand.
Flashlights go in hand? Stare your hand uncomprehendingly. Fair point. Yes, totally obvious.
Right. Now let's get to it.
Some areas...
Yes. Flashlight in hand. Hand with flashlight. Gotcha. There we go. And then we go up here. Hello.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die?
I came to pick up my die.
Very good. That will be 7 real for 1 custom die.
Cursed Ilmarin die.
Here's the cursed die you ordered.
The dice maker opens her desk drawer and hands you a tiny black sphere with 6 phrases written on it. Read the phrases.
The phrases read, God is indifferent. Take all. Lose all. 50-50. Nothing happens. And pale.
What is this?
It's a die. Try rolling it.
Cast the cursed die.
You throw the ball on the floor, and it ends with one of the phrases facing upwards. God is indifferent.
Good. Now roll again, detective.
Roll the die again.
It lands on exactly the same result. God is indifferent. It declares again.
It's a sphere pretending to be a 6-sided die. Each roll will end with one of the phrases facing up. The die originates in Ilmara, where it was used for cleromancy. Except I've weighted the die. When you try rolling it, you realize that each time it gets you exactly the same result. God is indifferent. This is our curse.
Thanks. I'll keep it.
Good luck, officer.
Why hasn't her business failed?
Aside from
Damn
getting
it.
naked, you're not sure what else to do.
Damn it. Gonna find out one of these days. I can sell it for 60 cents. It has no other properties. Doesn't give me any bonuses or anything. Okay, well, we've got ourselves a cursed die. And that's another quest done. Split a kilo with Kuna. We gotta go find his old man. Track down your gun. Somebody bought it from the pawn shop. Getting the hangman's boots. Probably not gonna be able to do that unless we ever get to the body again. Read the watermarks. Let's go do that. That's using the headlights of the car on our clipboard, I think it was. Was it our notes that we were gonna use that on? I think we can re-examine our notes too. We can put the flashlight away. Head on outside. Oh, the daughter's in the store. I saw her there, sitting on the chair up there. We'll talk to her today, if we ever come back into the store. Which I don't know if we will, but... Alright. Oh.
In the morning light, the white on blue police livery on the motor carriage cannot but catch your eye.
Wait, why am I even thinking about this? Wasn't I supposed to...
Do something important? Something murder-related? There's always something important. Doesn't mean you can't take a moment to admire this piece of machinery. Even at a standstill, the unibody Caprice Canema looks sleek and dynamic. The cabin is tilted frontward to give it a more aggressive, hunched look. Someone has waxed it recently.
The machine really puts the loco back in locomotion. Very cool. I don't like your machine, Lieutenant. Looks impractical. Motor carriage, one of many. Actually, motor carriages don't interest me. Finish that. Yeah, very cool.
Mm-hmm. You want to take a closer look?
Lieutenant smiles ever so slightly. What's it packing there? Point to the engine.
130.
I reckon that's a 7-liter V12 there.
That's what? Rub your chin. A 7-liter V12?
7.2. Supercharged.
Lieutenant is trying to suppress a smug smile, unsuccessfully. A fine machine. Run your hand over the smooth metal surface.
Yes. An extraordinary machine.
There's gentleness in the lieutenant's voice as his eyes run over the vehicle's contours.
It's nice and all, but why so modest? Put some zing into it. Flare it up. Slam it down. It's a bit girly right now. Fit it with some proper off-road components.
With a winch and mud tires, we could take it off the beaten path, Kim.
We are not going to, though, because this is clearly a sports motor carriage.
Sounds like he has a strong concept of what this machine is. Okay, let's move on.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox.
How do I turn the headlights on?
All right. Ready? I turn, you press start. It's next to the preheater.
He turns the preheater on, waits, takes out his keys and says,
The dashboard lights up with orange glow. The rounds per minute gauge jumps, and the engine of the Caprice Canema comes to life with a whiny growl. Like a leopard waking from its sleep, yawning and roaring at the same time.
Press the button labeled headlights.
The lights unfold with a little click, casting electrical light onto the ground before the vehicle.
There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done. We just need to stand in front of the machine now.
Okay.
As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears. A street grid and the veins of a great river. A familiar sensation washes over you.
There she is. Revachol West.
There's a note of pride in the lieutenant's voice.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro-perforations.
Look at the shimmering street grid.
The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet the major arteries of Revachol are all recognizable. They shimmer in the Canema's headlights.
Wait. Look around you.
A rat brazenly darts past you and disappears amongst the stopped lorries. In the distance, a child somewhere shrieks. A woman reprimands her in a voice no quieter than the child's cry. In the middle of a broken plaza, in a cone of light, barely visible in the daytime, two men, one slim, the other sturdy. They are on the city stage, but only one of them knows his lines.
Ah, Martinez.
He smells the air and says, "Where are we on this?" Points to the halogen map.
Let me see.
He takes the ledger for a moment and inspects it.
Right here.
He says, his finger near the top of the map, on a segment of coast jutting out from into the great ocean. Seems nice.
No, it does not.
The lieutenant says without optimism. Look at the perforations.
There are many of them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows.
Tally up the different rows.
The first row has 18 dots.
Not bad.
Not bad for what? You don't even know what it means yet.
What about the next one?
The next is the longest. It runs all the way around the border, and then some.
Count them individually.
There are so many, it's hard to count. More than 150, at least. Maybe even 200.
What about the last row?
The last row has 3 perforations.
3? That's it?
That's it.
Hey, Kim, what do all these holes mean?
Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you'd keep a record. Officers often do. Let's take a look.
Son, here is where we score your life performance. You better hope it's good.
The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered?
Wait, 18 years I've done this? Got drunk like a megastar? I walked the land telling whores and liars of the end to come. There are 9,855 days remaining. I was a hobo and I lived under a boat. Probably some boring office job, same as everyone else. I feel like I just went around apologizing all the time. Do you really think I have any idea? Like 18 years I've done this?
That's what it says. I might have guessed even longer based on your age. What did you do all those blissful years of your youth?
Going off of what we know about ourselves right now, probably got drunk like a megastar.
Yes, that does seem quite likely.
Yep.
Your youth coincided with some heady days for Revachol. But let's move on, shall we? This next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Closed is good. It means finished. You've got, let's see... Wow, more than 200.
Is that a lot?
It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers.
Oh, that's awesome. So I was actually a really good cop at one point. I used to be good. That's some solace, I guess. What's the last number? I don't think I can ever re-become this person. So I used to be good.
Right. Those are your confirmed kills. You've got precisely
Damn.
3 perforations there.
Confirmed kills. That sounds pretty evil. A drink would soften that feeling.
Is now a good time to pour one out for the fallen?
Definitely not.
So I'm a killer.
That's right. A killer of humans.
For an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock quarter, it's rather tame. I mean that in a good way. There are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident.
It's obvious the lieutenant doesn't think very highly of these officers.
But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for.
He's sincerely glad you're not a scary predator. Not to say relieved you're competent.
Interesting. So I'm guessing we started to go bad whenever the girl that we keep dreaming about left us, or we left her. She probably left us. Maybe she left us because we were too focused on our job. I mean, if we're as good as Kim or thinks we were, then maybe we were just like hyper focused on the job. Have you ever killed anyone, Kim? I think he told us that he did, didn't he? How do you handle the strain? Are you sure I shouldn't pour one out for those fallen boys? How do you handle this? Let's just ask him this to make sure. Have you ever killed anyone, Kim?
Yes.
He says, declining to elaborate. How do you handle the strain?
Everyone has their own method of coping. Some more effective or self-destructive than others.
He gives you a meaningful look.
Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies.
Like what?
Oh, this and that. Let's not get into it now.
Maybe I should find one.
Why not gardening? You've already got the yellow gloves.
That's true.
It's meant in earnest. Please don't mistake it for a jab.
No, gardening would be great. Are you sure I shouldn't pour one out for the fallen boys? Lieutenant sighs.
If you want to pour out the booze you've been carrying around on duty, I'm certainly not going to stop you.
Pour one out on the ground, ceremonially.
A dark pool of cheap wine appears at your feet. It shimmers in the lights of the Kanema. Honorably done. You have given up some of your own blood for theirs.
I'm sorry for killing you. The gloaming comes for us all, but it came first for you. I'll make it okay with the power of rock and roll. Here's to you, honored dead. I'm not really sure what you're supposed to say to these things. Here's to you, honored dead.
Very noble of you. Are we done here?
Thanks for this.
The lieutenant nods.
Okay, let's go.
Right. I'll go turn off the lights.
He presses a remote control on the keyboard, or on the key.
You can now see your statistics on your journal page, to the right of the task description.
Oh, neat. To the right of the task. Name unknown. Rank unknown. Superstar Cop 1. Apocalypse Cop 1. Sorry Cop 7. Boring Cop 1. Communist 5. Fascist 0. Ultra Liberal 2. Moralist 0. Good Cop Bad Cop 10. Honor 4. People killed 3. Cases solved 216. Years in service 18 years. That number there is very interesting. I have a friend who, like, I don't know if he thinks this number's cursed, but he sees this number everywhere he goes. 216. So whenever I see that number, I just, like, I recognize it as that number. It's everywhere. Alright. Just taking a look at our map. We got a fractured bullet. Okay. So what do we want to do next? So we've read that. We're not going to sing karaoke because we don't know where the sad song is yet. Get a reality lowdown. You have no idea where you are. Lena encouraged you to ask others to explain the world to you in greater detail. Perhaps try a rich person. Rich people are educated. Okay. Find one armor piece. Okay. Explore the whirling's secret passages. Find a way into the secret passage. Who made the call reporting the crime? Keep reporting or keep searching for the caller despite lacking any obvious leads. Ask around about the tattoos. Who put the clothes in the trash? Ask Kuno if he knows anything about the victim's clothes, but we need to get a truce with Kuno. We can go buy him a Man from Helmdahl book. Let's give him that because we're not giving him our smokes. So let's go back to the bookstore. Get him one of those books. And we get to go talk to Kuno again. Our favorite person. And I also wanted to see if she has anything new to say.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't talk right now. I'm very busy with my homework. I have so much homework now.
You just can't win.
Well, what are you doing now?
Math. It's really difficult. Like, really. They say you need it to get rich. Better than standing outside in the cold, I guess. Oh, I found something while you were away.
What is it?
I thought this would fit you. Like, thanks for helping out. Not me.
Oh.
The city, I mean. Like a detective does.
Huh. She gives you a hat, almost exactly like one Dick Mullen wears on the covers. That's very nice of her. Where'd you get it?
Just what Dick Mullen would ask. I got it from behind the curtains. I'm not really supposed to go there.
It's a fedora?
Maybe. It's the hat Dick Mullen wears all the time. You'll look way more serious with that. Right, I have to get back to my homework now, before Mum notices. Man, this is hard.
She looks back at the infernal scribblings under her nose. Okay, bye. See you around, Annette. That's very nice of her. What a good kid. +1 encyclopedia. Oh, hell yeah, look at us. Now we're cool.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to...
Wait, no, I don't need to talk to her to buy a book. I just need to go up to the shelf.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word Hyundai.
It is
We'll buy that one.
bestseller for a reason.
I'll buy both of them.
Oh yes, certainly. Another good sale.
And can I read these books? I can.
The edges of the pages are worn and smudged. A lot of people have read about the Devil Woman's altercations with the Hyundai Man.
Look at the back cover.
The jacket copy proclaims, "Man from Hyundai returns in his most exciting adventure yet. After crashing into a strange jungle, cannibalistic natives abduct his only surviving comrade, Noble Tyribald. Before man from Hjelmdal can mount a rescue, he is ambushed by a tribe of female warriors and taken to the ancient citadel of Cloud City, where a mysterious and wicked queen rules supreme. Will man from Hjelmdal be able to escape his dire situation and find his missing friend?
Time to flip through the book.
You open the book to a random page. Man from Hjelmdal, wielding his 2 Zweihanders, is carving through a sea of savages, his visage fixed in grim determination. His arms, whirling like windmills, are soaked with the blood of his enemies. Mangled corpses litter the battlefield. You flip to the copyright page. This book was written in 38.
Oh shit, gritty and heroic.
Berserker rage burns in his azure-hued eyes as he brings glory and honor to his long-lost Hjelmdaler tribe. From the village of Hjelmdal, the ivory giant roars like an ice bear, and the winds of Gatla howl out his name.
Give me more.
Man from Hjelmdal rides on a gilded griffin, his golden mane billowing in the breeze. Both Zweihanders sheathed on his back. He is off to war. Will he conquer his enemies? Will he conquer himself?
I gotta know more.
The steel muscles of man from Hjelmdal gleam in the humid jungle air. Yet the man does not sweat. In meditation, his soul drifts in the frigid northlands he calls home.
Holy shit, this is so me.
A passage reads, the man from Hjelmdal looks up, his eyes blue as the mountain lakes of his homeland. He rarely speaks, but now his voice booms in the darkened throne room. Do not try to sap my masculine essence, wicked temptress. Son of Hjelmdal will never succumb to your seductive wiles. Thine spells are no match for purity and strength of will. Brothers of Hjelmdal, stand above the vices of flesh, for it is weak and corruptible, yet mine is forged in gore and strife. Queen Lydiana just laughs, a sultry and salacious sound, then says, I have grand plans for you, man from Hjelmdal. She gestures her diabolical hand toward an array of potions and unguents. First, you shall please me. Then lead my armies against the vicious cannibals. Not a muscle moves in the face of the man from Hjelmdal. Yet inside, there is turmoil. This goes against all he holds sacrosanct.
Wow, this is epic.
In the final pages, man from Hjelmdal mounts Gallavarin, his mighty griffin, and turns his gaze to the horizon. Queen Lydiana is dead, but an army of cannibals is storming the gates, and still there's no word of trusty Tyribald. To find out what happens next, you'll have to pick up Man from Hjelmdal and the Three-Eyed Skull, available in fine bookstores everywhere. Spring 39.
Damn cliffhangers. Put book away. Cool. Guess we'll read this one too.
The cover of this tattered paperback features the man from Hjelmdal, standing atop a pile of bloody corpses. His 2 Zweihanders are crossed over his massive chest in a dramatic X, their blades dripping with gore.
Hell yeah.
Behind him rise the harsh, snow-capped peaks of his native Northlands. In bold red letters, the title, Hjelmdaler Man, the man from Hjelmdal, unfurls like a banner. In the foreground, a nearly nude woman lies spread in supplication, her privates strategically covered by her flowing black hair. These images speak to something burbling deep within you. Quick, find someone or something that needs to be gutted, beheaded, impaled on a spike.
Look at the back cover.
The back blurb reads, his latest adventure serves as the perfect introduction to the savage Hjelmdal saga. Meet man from Hjelmdal, his faithful blood brother Tyribald, the noble Lord Hrothgar, and some of their most fearsome foes yet, for the Northlands, for Hjelmdal. Below, in smaller font, you see the parenthetical, adapted from Man from Hjelmdal and the Necromancer's Treasure, Man from Hjelmdal, Lord of Hrothgar, and Man from Hjelmdal, the Curse of Nacht Hera.
Read the first couple pages.
The story opens in media res. The man from Hjelmdal and his band of northern reavers are in the bowels of an ancient temple, surrounded by an army of gibbering whites, led by the deathless necromancer. One by one, the brave Northmen fall to the relentless crush of undead, only to join their number as reanimated corpses. By nightfall, only the man from Eomdal and his blood brother, noble Tyribald, are left standing against the dead horde. "It is an honor to die by your side, brother," Tyribald cries, as his battle axe beheads one of their reanimated comrades.
Wow, they're in trouble now.
9, Tyribald. The man from Heimdall bellows over the army of flesh and bone. "Have courage for the Northlands, for Heimdall." He leaps to the mezzanine to face the black-eyed figure, and like a mad ice bear, whirling twin Zweihanders, Sturm and Drang, he plows through the ranks of the deathless, surrounding the necromancer. The writer has never held a sword in their life, let alone two two-handed swords at the same time. And with deadly finesse, his twin blades scissor the necromancer's head from its body. The undead legions collapse like ragdolls as the dark magic leaves them, and the two Northmen stand alone in their cursed temple, where the bodies of their lost brothers litter the floors.
Skip ahead.
A few chapters later, the man from Heimdall and Tyribald are in a completely different setting, high above an arid desert, riding a pair of griffins that always seem to appear at narratively convenient moments. The Northmen find themselves in the court of a powerful southern king, Lord Hrothgar. The old king beseeches the man from Heimdall to rid his kingdom of the Nachtherra, a subterranean clan of blind wizards who traded their souls for demonic powers. The man from Heimdall extracts a high price from the desperate king. He asks land for the homeless desert pygmies living exiled in the kingdom's borderlands. Hrothgar offers the hand of his eldest daughter instead, but the son of winter does not budge.
Hold on. Why is the man of Heimdall doing any of this?
What do you mean?
Why is he doing all this?
Because the flame of justice burns bright within his chest. Because, above all, he's driven to bring honor to the name of his beloved Heimdall. Because his noble Cutlan blood lusts for glory and conquest. It cannot be denied.
Is that all?
What do you mean, is that all?
Is there anything else to his character?
He is the man from Heimdall, forged in the fury of battle. Death was his sire, and blood his dam. He had but 14 winters when he left his frigid homelands in Cutla to seek glory and honor. That is his character.
Never mind, just get to the good part.
You skip past a section detailing an elaborate banquet with many toasts, as well as the long and perilous journey from Hrothgar's keep to the ancient forest of Yesdar, where our heroes infiltrate the Nachtherra's dire hall. In the center of the great hall stands a blood altar on which a pair of Nachtherra are disemboweling a shrieking peasant, an unholy rite that empowers the Nachtherra forbidden magic. As the vile ceremony ends, the sound of steel unsheathing draws the Nachtherra's attention to a pair of cloaked figures standing in the doorway. This is what you came for, isn't it? A climatic bloodletting where men are reduced to muscle and fury. Swiftly, the visitors toss off their cloaks and unsheathe glimmering northern steel. It's the man from Heimdall and his valiant blood brother, Tyribald.
Whoa, I did not see that coming.
In an instant, the Nachtherra summon a horde of gibbering orcanoids who rush our heroes. The hall fills with the clang of blades and the screams of the dying as the floor goes slick with steaming orcanoid viscera. When the din of battle settles, only the man from Heimdall and Tyribald remain standing. Exhausted and dripping with the entrails of their foes, the two Northmen confront the foul Nachtherra. The man from Heimdall's soda-like blue eyes fill with indescribable fury. For the Northlands, he cries, rushing headlong into a desperate melee.
Cut him up, Heimdallerman.
He probably is, but you can't be sure.
I got experience for that.
This one ends in a cliffhanger
No.
and a footnote saying, "To be continued in Heimdallerman at the gates of tomorrow." Coming soon to your local bookstore. Considering the sheer amount of different Hiem Dalaman books out there, it's very unlikely you're ever gonna find the secret.
No!
The man
I'll never
from
know.
Heimdall stares at you on the cover, his face fixed in grim resolve.
Put the book away. Do you have any more books? I need to know more. Oh, what's this? Oh, yeah.
Mazovian socioeconomics.
What do we got here?
0.000% of communism has been built. Evil child-murdering billionaires still rule the world with a shit-eating grin. All he has managed to do is make himself sad. He is starting to suspect Krasmezov fucked him over personally with his socio-economic theory. It has, however, made him into a very smart boy with something like a university degree in truth. Instead of building communism, he now builds a precise model of this grotesque, duplicitous world.
Left-wing dialogue options give a +4 experience. Visual calculus, -1. Reaction everywhere. -1 authority, downtrodden inva communist. That sounds bad. Bad bonuses. I mean, I guess getting experience from being liberal is good, I suppose. Rigorous self-critique in the right morning. Okay. Not a great thought to have, I suppose, communism. Any more of those books?
The display rack is
Damn. Okay, well, let's give one of these books to Kuno, if he wants one. Get on his good side. Look at us in our hat. We look cool now. Kuno, what's up, man?
Have you come to make your offering to Kuno?
Check out this bizarre drug I found. Let's rip some tar, Kuno. This is probably too lame for you, Kuno, but maybe you know someone? Hold out him Dollarman book.
Kuno doesn't fucking read. Fucking book shit. Fucks with your mind. Kuno knows this four-eyed fuck. Totally hooked on the book. Can't get enough of this shit. Fucking sad, really. Kuno could make mad money off him. Exploit his disease.
Jesus.
Who are you talking about, Kuno?
A guy Kuno knows. Martin. From out of town. From Grad or some shit.
So you want the book?
Fine. Kuno's gonna take it off your fat ass. At least he's gonna make some paper off this shit. Now what you want?
Cool, we made a truce. I talked to Manana about the armor.
So?
He told me you promised to sick the pigs on him. He said thank you. Wasn't too keen on chasing down that armor anyway. He said you're now the king of the entire Gemrock. He said to thank you.
Fuck, okay. Kuno's a giver like that, yes?
He looks slightly confused.
Kuno sent your fat ass running around like jello.
Look, pig. Kuno sent you to rough some people up. Kuno played you. That happened. Now you and Kuno should move on.
Whatever, kid.
What is this? Trying to be cool with your new asshole? Kuno was just being nice to you. You got fucked bad. Now limp the fuck out of here. After this shit, you better have something real interesting to say if you want to stay in Kuno's face.
Yeah, real interesting.
I have more questions about the... Kuno, I found your shack. Point to the shack.
Yeah? Did you fuck in there?
What was with the pig head?
Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape.
Were you trying to send a message to some sort? Demo tape? Like some kind of musician? Cool pig head. I liked it. I got one too. This one. Points your head. It's shit. Feel like he'd like that, right?
What?
What is this shit? Fucking on yourself. This is weird level shit. Kuno doesn't go there.
Fuck your shit back to normal. What is this?
I found a plate covered with powder residue. Know anything about that?
That's where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno Shazam. Kuno rides the fucking lightning in there, pig.
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you? You feel tired and old, but you could have that sparkle in your eyes.
I could. What's with the tube of magnesolum, Kuno?
It's a vitamin, pig. Don't you know anything?
It's magnesium, right?
Yeah, it's the mag. You fucking need that shit to stay on top of your game. Kuno goes through like a tube a day, rips mag like a motherfucker, and you could use a battle.
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno. He's gonna use it against you, Kuno.
I know all about magnesium. I rock it all the time.
You're not getting this, Pig. It completely takes away the hangover. It's like you didn't do anything. Like you stayed home playing with your choo-choo.
He looks at you, eyes bulging.
Fuck you, Pig. Don't do mag. You're gonna OD and you're gonna fucking die.
That's kind of nice of her to care. Is that my coat up there? I'm pretty sure it's mine. Point to your coat waving in the wind.
Is it? You got pretty fucked. Kuno's surprised you've still got your head after all that.
After all, what?
Don't sweat it, drunk pig. Kuno will keep your nasty secrets. Kuno's not snitching.
Thanks, Kuno.
He's saying you climbed up there. He probably saw you do it. That explains the calluses on your hands. You scaled the side of the building, entertaining the local kids.
Could I get into the harbor from the roof?
Of course you fucking can. How do you think Kuno made all the docky boys his gimps? Just gotta fly, pig.
I tried that. It didn't go so well.
Kuno knows. Kuno and C saw you shit yourself. It's okay, pig. Not everyone can face the fear Kuno style.
That's all there is to it then. Don't be a pansy. Just jump.
Right.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom.
About the crime scene.
Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno? The fuck do you want with it?
The dead man's clothes were in the trash container. Points to the container. How'd they get there?
Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno.
I need to know. It could be a lead in the investigation. Someone may have tampered with the murder scene.
Listen. Kuno doesn't care about this small-time shit. Just listen. Kuno saw what you did there, dumpster diving. Sad shit. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price. 500 real.
You'd have to be blind not to notice the giant white letters F-A-L-N running down his trouser leg.
Wait. I asked you what happened to his clothes. You must have seen them lying around. Alright, entertain me. What's so great about these pants? No, Kuno, you don't know anything about the tampering I'm investigating. And I already have pants. You had to have seen something.
Look, Kuno ain't seen shit lying around. Except for that you took away. Now you want performance gear or not, Grandpa?
The lieutenant remains silent. But his expression couldn't say, "I told you so," any louder.
What's so great about these pants?
Pig, these are found modulars. Liquid fit, performance crotch, urban survival shit. Made in Mirova by scientists. Pants scientists. Believe it, you need this shit.
He unzips his jacket to give you a quick peek at the plastic-wrapped pants. They are graphite black and look brand new.
These could drastically improve your chances of survival in the urban wilderness. Coach Physical Instrument endorses these pants. They are tartan ready.
I might be interested in the pants. Let's talk about this later.
Alright, Piggo. Shit's rolling.
Don't do business with the pig, Kuno. He's gonna steal all your money, Kuno.
As you can see, Kuno and C don't trust you. Can't do business without trust.
There's more to his distrust than being a pig. He feels threatened by something obscure in you. What that is, however, remains a puzzle for now.
I was wondering about the trash container.
Don't be wondering about Kuno's shit, Pig.
Perhaps Perps might have stashed something more in that container.
Yes, absolutely. Why the fuck are you telling this shit to Kuno?
Let's talk about something else.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
It seems like pretty good bonuses for those pants, huh? I don't know how well they'd look on me, but... let's buy them.
Here, Pig. We're fun now. Performance buddies.
Kuno unzips his jacket again and pulls the pants out of the plastic wrapping.
Kuno can already see you soaring through the air like a fucking eagle. Pig's in Kuno's debt now. Money debt.
Let's talk about the jacket again.
The fuck do you want with it?
Nope.
Good call, Pig.
I'm off.
Kuno doesn't fucking...
Hear that? Magnesium. That's what you're lacking. The lack of magnesium has you slouched. The magnesium levels in your blood are dangerously low. It's about the low magnesium levels and not the high alcohol levels.
Fucking knew it wasn't the alcohol or the other things.
Yeah, the other things. Long live the other things. Made you strong as an ox, they have.
So there's a lack of magnesium in me.
Yes, and it's critical. Look at yourself. You're practically devolving into a fish due to the lack of magnesium in your bloodstream.
I need to mag it up.
You need to get so magged up. You've probably had 2 heart attacks and a minor stroke already.
Oh my god.
And the only prescription is insane amounts of magnesium. 1 stroke? Don't be so modest. He's having one right now.
You're saying I need to become a magnesium-based life form?
Yes. If you want to live, you need to evolve. You need to transcend the carbon barrier. Go to the apothecary and buy insane amounts of magnesium. It will reverse the damage to your circulatory system. Just remember, it's not the alcohol. Buy more of that too. Alcohol is not the problem. And it's certainly not the dextroamphetamine, nor smoking for 40 years. It's the lack of magnesium and excess of coffee. You should stop drinking coffee. It wreaks havoc on your gastrointestinal
No, you
system.
can't stop drinking coffee. Stop that. Okay, so we got a new... We can become a magnesium-based life form. Don't know why we would do that, but we can. We also got these. Do these pants give us anything? Give us more electrochemistry. Oh, hell yeah, look at us now. Looking cool. Very nice. Physical instruments looking pretty good. At +6 now. Cool. Alright. Put the clothes in the trash. Who else has unauthorized access to the whirling trash? Find the person and you'll know who tampered with it. May take a while. Right. Find the murder weapon. Using HE coordination. Okay. I think we're gonna go talk... Let's finish the episode off talking to Titus. Now we've got our... Look at us in our cool pants. Although now we don't have enough money for tomorrow's room, so... It's a bowl. There's spit in it, reeking of tobacco. There's some money over here. Take it. Photos of men in overalls. You guys just interrupted me, but okay. You see hawthorn bushes outside. Alright, Titus.
This is where you say your bit.
A broad-shouldered man points at you with a beer can.
He and his men carry themselves like giants. You'll need to prove your mettle to be taken seriously.
How do you not take us seriously? Look at our outfit.
Detective.
The lieutenant acknowledges you with a sharp note. He's leaving it to you. Don't say anything yet. We need to talk about the man hanged out back. Yeah, let's just get straight to the point. We need to talk about the man hanged out back.
Oh, this is about him. A real looker, that won't.
You sure took your time, huh? Waited for him to get real ripe and pretty for you.
Oh, he was a real pretty boy. Hanging up there, letting out that pretty boy smell.
I can't for the life of me understand why you did it. I mean, I would have just left him up there. You must really like cleaning up other people's shit.
You might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than this.
Questions? To hell with that. Get right up in the big dick's face. Physical confrontation.
I think these boys probably respect strength, right? Take an aggressive step closer.
The room is silent. The leader does not flinch. Get further in there. Escalate.
Tilt your head from side to side, cracking your neck.
What the fuck is this? You wanna fuck with me?
He gets up in your face. Open and close your fist. Shift your center of balance from one leg to another. Open and close your fist.
He hunches forward. His right hand starts tapping a quick little rhythm on his thigh. Tap, tap, tap. This guy's tough. Get the eye twitch going. You need to look scary.
Engage eye twitch.
What do you think you're doing? You hear. But his mouth isn't moving. It's the tension in his shoulders speaking.
What are you doing?
I can do this all night long. His clenched fists say, their knuckles turning white. I'm young. You're 50,000 years old. Do not explain or defend yourself. Attack.
In that time I have killed. More than once. And I can feel it in me. The ugly. With all the abuse I've taken, I'm still walking, talking, and ready to get into this fight. At my age, you'll be dead. You're impulsive. You'll get in a fight you won't win. Yeah, at my age, you'll be dead. You're impulsive. You'll get in a fight you won't win.
Probably. I need to be like this to lead them. Something you would understand.
The scars on his arms say,
The moment ends. With begrudging respect, the man leans back. Time to say something.
Scan the room.
No. I's here. You got business with my boys. You got business with me.
Yeah! You fuck with the Hardie boys, you fuck with Titus Hardie.
Shouts the scrawny rat-faced man, two teeth missing in the front.
Relax, Dennis. No one is fucking you yet.
Says the 40-something man from the center with a plectrum hanging from his neck.
Yeah, Dennis, calm down. No one's fucking you, you stupid fuck.
A blonde man in his 30s agrees.
Let Dennis enjoy his fucking, man. We don't mind.
You notice gang tattoos. The man must be either Mesk or Ceramirizian.
Yeah, you're not even being fucked, Dennis.
The fat guy in the middle lets out a little chuckle.
Easy, fellas. We got company.
Titus puts an end to it.
Let's see what brings the cop around.
Too late. You already scanned the room. You got a pretty good picture.
Picture of what?
Of the actors here. You could take another look at the tracks in the mud on the crime scene. Compare it to these guys.
Ooh. The man hanged in the backyard. Did you do it?
The pretty boy. You guys really love talking about that pretty boy.
Takes a sip from his can.
Funny. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
The lieutenant says without a smile. Why is there a container belt around the dead man's neck?
Container belt? Like we use in the harbor?
Yes. Why?
Because we took it from the harbor where we work. Then we went out back and used it to hang him.
He says.
As he speaks, his fists contract, going through the pulling motion again, savoring it.
We did this together. All of us. Until he was dead. That's why there's a container belt around his neck.
There's a catch hidden somewhere. He didn't confess so that you could take them all away. It's too simple.
That's it. The game's over. We got the perpetrator. He didn't die from hanging, though. Aha. So you just confessed the murder. But there's a catch.
There is no catch. These 7 honest men have all equally come forth to tell you what happened, so that you don't waste any more of your time.
You murdered him, just like that. No remorse?
How many people have you sent to the Shays? Ever felt remorse for them?
Or send them to Reunion to rot. For 20 years. For life.
He says it as if it were worse than dying. Yes, but these were all bad people, criminals, the scum of the earth. Look, I'm just doing my job, that's all. What we do is different. We enforce the law. You just kill people like it's nothing. Honestly, I drink so much I can't really remember anyone I've sent behind bars. Let's be honest.
Doesn't remember them. He just forgets. Are you hearing this, Titus?
Ain't no use keeping a stiff catalog in your head. That's for sure.
He wipes his mouth with the back of his hand. Who called the shots that night?
Are you deaf? There will be no singling anyone out. You can't arrest a Hardie boy without arresting all Hardie boys.
Be quiet.
Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all?
No, but seriously, who calls the shots around here? Yeah, we're gonna ignore her.
Who do you fucking think does?
I thought she did. Pointed at Elizabeth.
It wasn't a question, dickwad. How fucking stupid are you?
This asshole is worse than...
He falls silent.
Titus runs the Hardie Boys, genius. That's why we're called the Hardie Boys. Ain't that right, fellas?
I think you got your answer, Mr. Law.
Titus grins.
Yes, there are some administrative differences. But on that night, they all acted as one man.
When did this hanged incident occur?
You don't have to keep answering his questions.
The fixer turns to remind Titus.
I know, Lizzie. Relax. We killed him last Sunday night. Seemed like a good way to end the week.
How long had you known the victim?
Known him? We don't associate with scum like that, asshole.
Yeah! Who do you think we are?
Quiet. He came around about 3 weeks ago when that Pines cow first sailed into town. Happy?
Titus gives Glenn a stern look.
By the Pines cow, you mean the representative for Wild Pines? The shipping company you are striking against?
The lieutenant checks his notes.
No. I mean the Pines cow. The stupid-ass cow they sent in to fuck us over. But you know what?
He rubs his chin, pretending to mull it over.
Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has interesting things to say when you ask her hard enough.
That's enough insinuation for today, Titus. Officer, your interview is drawing to an end. Don't waste your last questions.
How did you kill him?
We hanged him up by his neck until he got real still. Wasn't that obvious, Copper?
Didn't they teach you anything at the cop school, idiot?
Got him. Got you guys.
The autopsy showed there were no ligature marks. His hands were not tied. Can you explain that?
The lieutenant goes in for the leg sweep. Titus does not see it coming.
Look, I'm not gonna play 20 questions with you, Capo. I'll say it again. We killed him.
Yeah, I knocked him out. Came up behind him and clapped him in the back of the head. He went down like a sack of sand.
The tattooed one speaks up, banging on his chest.
That's right, lawman. And then we hanged the fuck.
Mr. Tats, what did you use to knock the victim out with?
My fucking elbow, Copper. Samaran boxing style.
Where did all this action take place?
Right fucking here. The fucker started coming to our bar, asking for it.
Things aren't quite right here, are they?
Titus is solid as a rock, and so are a few others. But
Who's solid?
Elaine, who looks like he might be Titus's right-hand man, the least antsy of the bunch. Definitely not his first time being questioned by the police. This little rat-faced fellow is solid too. Always fidgety, yes, but no change there. Him neither. Mostly keeps to his tomato juice, or whatever he's got there. Tomato juice? Just tomato juice? A non-alcoholic tomato juice? What's the point of that?
Who's cracking under the pressure? This one. He's sweating profusely and has difficulty breathing. They've smartly kept him out of the conversation thus far. Definitely the weakest link in the chain.
A single sentence would wear him out. He can't take the length of the questioning. Keep it going long enough, and he'll crack.
There's something you're not telling me.
Fuck off, Copper.
He just shakes his head.
This one is a stone wall. You won't get more out of them about the night of the murder. Not yet.
Hey, you. Turn to big guy. You have trouble breathing over there?
No.
He looks up, startled, his forehead shiny from sweat. A few coiled locks are peeking out from under his warm woolen hat.
Of course he's having trouble breathing. Just look at how fucking fat he is.
The man next to the big guy bursts out laughing.
Fuck off, Shanky. Angus is a powerful guy. All muscle.
The big guy steps in.
Keep your eye on this powerful guy. Sooner or later, he's going to break like a piece of twig.
Right. I have other questions about the lynching.
Like what, Copper?
Why'd you kill him?
Why? 'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out alive in my town.
So he was a mercenary? That's it?
And he stepped out of line.
He repeats, jaw clamped shut like a vice.
What kind of mercenary?
The kind that shows up when you start a strike. The experienced kind, too. Had Cohoy and Semenine written all over him. Ex-Oranese Special Forces.
A live grenade. Right here in our bar.
I can't prove it, but I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They hire merc shit like that. Story of every strike from here to Samara.
Hold on. How do you even know he was in Special Forces?
'Cause one night, he walked straight up to the mic and said, I'm Oranese goddamn Special Forces, and I'm gonna fuck you all.
Really?
Yeah, really. Had a gin and tonic up there, sang some Oranese paratrooper song, and said he's gonna fuck everyone.
We couldn't believe it either, but he fucking did. Right there. Like some kind of animal.
Right, but what did he actually do wrong?
Wrong? He harassed women, raped one, harassed workers, threatened to kill some as a warning.
He wipes spittle from his mouth.
There's a slight unease in him, suddenly. He regrets mentioning the rape.
To kill us all, if we don't open the gates, if we don't let the scabs in, if we don't bend over. That was before he started coming here.
Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started coming here every night. Drinking, grabbing girls. Grabbed one of ours mid-karaoke, right there on the stage.
He grabbed someone?
Lieutenant's trying to make sense of the flood of information.
Yeah. This girl's on the mic. A beautiful girl, young. Gets into the second verse of Lover Lake. The fucker grabs her legs, starts screaming. Show me your cunt! Why don't you show me your cunt? Then, he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle. Doesn't even fall down.
He shakes his head in disbelief. Was this the same girl who was sexually assaulted? Raped, he said?
Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you. He took care of it. They got the girl out before anything else could happen.
Yeah, me and Eugene got her out. Aren't you fucking listening?
Right, but who did he rape then? This is a very serious allegation.
No. You're not getting the name. That's a Martinez matter. And I'm not discussing it with you clowns.
There's nothing you can do for now. He's stonewalling you.
How does the bullet in his head factor into this?
Huh?
A sip of beer makes the surprise go down easier.
There was a bullet in the dead man's brain. Why was it there if you hanged him?
The lieutenant checks his notes.
How the fuck do I know? Anyone could have shot him. Target practice, maybe.
He's tight-lipped suddenly.
This line of questioning is over. You got the cause of death already? Hanging. If there's any post-mortem trauma, it's your problem. This will not turn into a cross-examination.
The woman steps in before you can answer. Why don't I just arrest you? Steps closer to Titus.
Yeah, lawman. Why don't you?
He takes a step closer as well, fixing his ball cap.
Not in the arresting mood?
His mean little eyes come alive with hatred.
A fearful readiness, like an electrical charge, raises hairs in the room. By your side, the lieutenant keeps his hand away from his holster. You hear the nylon of his coat hiss as he steps closer. Easy. walk back from the provocation. They're armed, and they outnumber us. The lieutenant tries to establish eye contact with you, while the little rat-faced man reaches into his sleeve. There's a knife in there. Some of the others reach for their belts. Their eyes are light.
Easy now. Let's just talk.
Wise move. You made the right choice there. Now make another one and get the fuck out of our booth.
So,
we're not gonna do this again.
So, what are we going to do now? Conclude the questioning.
Nothing. Your investigation here is done. Leave Martinez, go back to your stations where you belong.
I think we're going to stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up here, Titus.
The lieutenant closes his notebook.
I've done this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder, even if it is a group responsibility. We're going to look into this.
Good luck with that. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is gonna hear from us, real law officials. You're lucky you didn't get a beating.
Forget about their games. You've mapped out the characters. Reading the footprints in the yard should be easier now.
Week when you first met? What? You still haven't explained the bullet I found in the hangman's head.
You still on about that bullet? A bullet in a hangman's head. You're right, Copper. That is mighty curious.
Indeed. Mighty. How did it get there?
The lieutenant is fixed on Titus.
Well, there are so many bullets in the world, and so many heads.
He gives you an indulgent look.
I guess it's only logical. At some point, one of them bullets had to end up in one of them heads.
It's bound to happen again, you know? Just statistically speaking, of course.
I think the hanging was a cover-up for the shooting. Did you guys shoot him?
Shit! I probably did shoot him. I was drunk last night. You guys know me when I'm drunk.
Yeah, Glenn likes to shoot his guns when he's drunk. Better hope he stays sober.
No, he meant before he was hanged. Did you shoot him before you hanged him?
Before? After? During? This is getting ridiculous. They told you what happened. Stop wasting your time.
I think the hanging was a cover-up for the shooting.
You know what I think? I think he was shot in the head as a kid, and his brain grew around the bullet.
Around the bullet, man. That's a good one.
I'm gonna ask you again. Why was this, show them the bullet, in the victim's head?
Wow! He's got it in a real evidence bag and all!
The little man leans in to inspect the leaden blossom.
Why don't you go home and log it into evidence? These men have told you what happened.
Don't worry. We'll figure this out sooner or later.
Never been worried in my life, lawman.
Talk about the hanging again?
Again. Just get the dead guy's autograph, since you're his biggest fan.
No more questions.
About fucking time.
Okay. I'm gonna take off now. Okay. Well then. We could level up more. Let's see. My authority has gone down because of our bonuses. I want my authority to be higher. So we're going to get a point in authority. Yeah. Good there. Prove your authority to Titus. Talk to Titus and establish authority in the Hardie boy's eyes. So that's going to help a little bit getting that point in authority, but we'll probably need to find some clothes or some drugs or something that's going to increase our authority. Because I guess communism is not very authority-driven. I don't know. And we can't unlock another one. Can we unlearn these? We can. You don't have the... So we use the skill point to forget. It seems like a really good bonus, the Hobocop one. This is good bonuses. This is good. So it's just this one we really want to forget, the communism one. But that's going to be it for this episode, guys. In the next one, we will continue our investigation. I really liked that. interrogation there. It was good. But we'll continue our investigation in the next episode. Until then, hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you later.